All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, to the hopeful elect in the 1/3. And Adon Ratazah, this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. All right, Bahashem Rakakwadash, the hopeful elect, the 1/3. All right, the men, women, and children. I pray that this lesson is edifying unto you. All right, and I also want to say Thawada, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, agents can be male and female. All right, and pretty much this is been on my spirit for some time now. There's always house cleaning. There's always corrections, exhortation, and admonishment going out. And I really want to, prophetically exhort and admonish, in these times now that, you can't be carrying yourself in this foolish manner. All right. And actually the scriptures say, prove a friend. Okay. And if you didn't know, agents can be male and female. All right. I know we always speak about agent, and I'll say for myself first, the first thing that, when you think about an agent is a male. Okay. But you got to also think about female agents. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus 6:7. If thou wouldst get a friend, get a neighbor, say shalom, say shalom, prove her first, and be not hasty to credit him. Okay. And shit, I'll say it like this. If I was Esau, I would use a beautiful woman. All right. If you want to infiltrate something, okay, you have to be crafty. You have to be strategic. All right. So you got to understand that not every brother is a brother and not every sister is a sister. You could have some Jakes that are used for agents of chaos. They could be used for Edom. Okay. They could be used for Satan, but they're here and it has to be addressed. Now check this out. Look at this. Okay. Detectives too fine to be real. Social media swoons over viral cop duo that looks straight out of a Netflix series. Okay. Wee, right? Mrs. Officer. Okay. Did you ever think when you think about agents in the mist that they could also be females? Look at this. Turn this off. Come on. I knew it was going to be something. All right, let me get Esau always got to throw his shit in there. Let me look. All right, this look. I could easily see them in purple and gold. I'm just saying. Okay. Did you ever think that some agent look? Oh shit, that's this Holy Spirit. You see what she just did right there? Look at that. I said I could easily see them. Let me make sure my audio is good. Holy Spirit. I said I could easily see them in purple and gold. Okay, and look what she did right here. Look right there. Boom. Shalom. Shalom, prophets. I'm just speaking. Okay. I personally think brothers out there and sisters out there, you should be thankful that the Holy Spirit is keeping us sober and say, damn right. I didn't even think about that. There could be agents in the midst and they're not even men. They're women. Okay. Here you go. I could literally see them in purple and gold, man. Okay. And this is literally a hand gesture that IUIC women do right there. Now I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying. All right. So let's keep going. Let me see what else I got right here. Oh, check this out. Ecclesiasticus 25:21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman. One thing we all know, women be getting a pass because of the ass. All right, but you know what I mean. This is true. We got to actually think like this. Okay. How did OG Bobby Johnson get arrested? They picked up some women and them women were undercover cops. Look, let me show you. OG Bobby Johnson, a female cop. Let's just see what pops up. I hope it pops up. Let me go in here. I probably have to put South Central. Look at all these female cops. Okay, OG Bobby Johnson. Let me put South Central. Okay. See, Esau knows how you want to get a nigga, you know? They don't show it. Let me see. If you've seen the movie, you know. Okay. Let's put scene because I'd like to show you. I could picture it in my head. They were in the car and then they picked up some women and then Loco, dumbass, started talking about guns. Okay, OG Bobby, and then she started getting him to talk more. Let me put car. Let me see what comes up. Right here. Oh no, that was when he was talking to the cop when he got out of jail. Y'all know what I mean. I wanted to show you it, but I gotta go and look deeper, put the right. But in the movie, they picked up some women, and one of the Jakes started recklessly talking. She got on his lap, and then bam, pulled out her badge and gun. Okay, so you gotta watch it, man. You can't be just because she's pretty that makes her righteous. Look at this. You could put purple and gold on, and you would literally think that these were two Israelite sisters, man. You know, you brothers out there, you don't know who you're speaking to. You don't know who you're dealing with. All right. Even if this is a parody, I don't care. This brings insight. Ask yourself, damn, I guess I never really took too much thought about female agents. You know, I always like to post this one. Black woman infiltrates black Hebrew Israelites. Then they got raided. NY Post. I always post this one. Boom. Look, and this agent provocateur, but whatever, I digress. Only reason why I said that is because he put pictures of him in the New York Post as it said agent provocateur. Look at this. See that? You think you just got yourself a sister and she's a reporter. Look, New York Post reporter attends sermon of BHI. That's a Federal Bureau of Investigation coin term. Okay. Did you ever think that agents can not only be male but female? You best believe. Remember, it was Eve that was deceived. Okay. We always get on Eve working for Esau. Well, you got to think of the levels to it. Okay. So the agents that are in the midst are male and female. So don't just be giving her a pass because she's pretty. Ecclesiasticus 25:21, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Why? Because you just messed around and let an agent in. Now, we don't have nothing to hide, okay? Hypothetically, let's say we had an agent in the midst of us. What you going to see? You're going to see us struggling for rent, going to work every day, praying and working out. You're going to come here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to see nothing incriminating. But the point is, that this is a highly potential situation that Esau Edom would do. Okay, look at that. Would she say anything? It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter what she say. But see, okay, think about that. Oh, what was that movie? Bad Boys. She was an undercover. Remember that? Let me put that in. Bad Boys 2. Gabriel, that demon, this witch. Look, this is an agent. Look at this demonically fine agent. See, desire not her for her beauty. You thinking, damn, I done pulled me one. Oh, and she know the truth. That's her job. She's supposed to. Okay, look, come on. If we are men, okay, and we serve the God of war, you also have to think like your enemy. And wouldn't that be clever? If you wanted to infiltrate something, how easy would it be? Would it be easier with the man or with the woman? It could be with a woman. How easy would it be? All right, well, let's keep going. This is why you don't desire just for her beauty or just because you want to pop her. All right, just because you want to pop her. Agents are men and females. Keep that in mind, man. Jeremiah 9:4. Okay, it says, "Take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother or sister, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders." So not every Jake that's in the truth is just a demon and off. Some of them could be potentially just agents, all right? And they've been sent to spy and to watch, and they get a pass because they just say shalom, and then they're, you got to think about these things. These are things that we have to take into consideration moving forward. You got to be proved. You got to be tested. Let me get that real quick. 1 John. Look, see, Ephesians 6 and 10, finally, my verse of the day. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. You got to have the whole armor on. If you just walking in the flesh, you know how easy you could be infiltrated? Because look at these other camps. Now, I was watching an FBI retired undercover agent who looked like an Edomite, but he was clearly a Jake. And he said he was able to infiltrate a neo-Nazi organization because they were giving out flyers. Okay. Now I've watched camps like IUIC. All right. Literally, I watched this dude literally run across the street to give a woman a flyer. So look, imagine you send some fine ass Jake woman down the street right where you're handing out flyers. And then guess what? Oh, okay. Now she's calling. Now she's inquiring. Now she seems diligent. Yeah, man, I think this is the one, Ak. Now you courting her. You see how easily you can be infiltrated by a male or a female agent? Just that simple. And this B-Words character in Bad Boys 2 was an undercover agent working for this nigga. Excuse my language. This guy. Okay, look. You think you got a pretty little thing next to you, and she's reporting in. And you think you the man. Okay? Did you ever think about that? When we refer to agents, that it's not only male, but also female. Look, brothers. Look at this shit. Detectives too fine to be real. And look, she does the IUIC pose. Watch this. Look, let me see. Let me go back a little. Oh, there it was. Look, she looks like look, boom, right there. Shalom, Most High Christ bless. Most High Christ bless. Got your ass. Because you thinking with the wrong head, man. Because you desiring beauty. It's not your booty, it's your beauty. And he got you. Okay? If I was Esau, hypothetically speaking, that's the first thing I would send. I mean, of course, men, but I would send women. Going back to the New York Post. I just got, there it is. I got to show her again. All right, this one's famous for me. Look, simple Gadite. Okay? And they got raided. Israelite Church of God and Jesus Christ. They got raided, man. And this is a reporter. So you don't know who's around you. You don't know what they do. Okay? There's undercover agents in the midst. And they don't always got to be men. Okay? They could spy out our liberty and it'd be a whole female, man. Let me get that real quick. Spy out spies. Like I said, and brothers know, we ain't got shit to hide. Okay, it's gonna be a boring ass recon. We ain't got shit to hide. Yo, what's up, man? What you got on the chicken? You know, spy out our liberty. Let me get this real quick. Me personally, humbly speaking, I think it's very edifying to bring this talking point out because when you think of agent, the first thing I think is masculine. Okay, but there's also female cops, female agents, female FBI. Undercover agents. Let's actually try that real quick, okay? And the sincere sisters, they're not tripping by this because they're of the hopeful elect. They understand that too. They know they could be talking to a potential agent, okay? Not every brother's a brother. Not every sister's a sister, okay? Let me put FBI female agent. Let me see what we got here. There's over 2,600 women serving various roles. My next question is undercover. Look at that. See? Look at her. She got IUIC written all over. I'm just being funny. Okay, I'm being funny. I'm not trying to bear false witness. I was being funny. Now let's put FBI female undercover agent. Let's see. Look at that. Now first, let's go here. What we got? FBI uses female undercover agents who are special agents. See, that's how Esau gets you with Babel. No, Keisha, you're not an agent. You're a special agent. That's Babel, okay? In various investigations, including organized crime, counterintelligence, she might just be there to what? Spy out the liberty. Galatians 2 and 4. And that because of false brethren or false sistren, unawares brought in, because you thinking you doing a mission, and this is just some Yahweh ben Yahweh, or you thinking that this ain't of Yahweh Bashem Shai. You have no idea what you've entered into, who came in privily to spy out our liberty. Look, which we have in Hamashiach Yahushai, that they may bring us into bondage. See, they're there doing a counterintelligence, looking and spying so that you can be arrested. Counter T, are we not considered domestic T? Yes, we are. They are often deployed in situations where the target might be less likely. Oh my goodness, look at this, brothers. They're gonna send. Why are we gonna send a woman, man? Let me go. Let me do it. No. They have Sister Sarah Saturdays. This is perfect. See? So not every sister in the beach chair, okay, is a Akwaf. Not every brother on the front line is Akia. Okay? Why do I need AI to explain this? I can fucking think for myself. Excuse my language, my bad. My fault. All right, my fault. It says, oh, it's something new. Look at how AI is just taking over everything. It says might be less likely to suspect a female agent. Look at them, brothers, coming up the camp. Oh, she's just quiet. She's petite. Look at those eyes. Don't look too long in them eyes, brother. Look. See, look at her smiling. Okay? Clean up her act. Easy. Got you. You ever think about that? When we talk about agents, that it's not only male, but female? Look at her, man. Look at that. This what got me when she did the IUIC chest press. Look at that. Most High Christ bless. Most High. All right. Let me see what else we got. It says situations where the target might be less likely to suspect a female agent, as they were less common in early law enforcement roles. Examples of female undercover agents include Sylvia Mathis, who was oh my God, look at this, brothers. Look at the first undercover agent was a Judite who was the first African-American female special agent and worked undercover in New York. See that? Look at that. Now I gotta see what was she undercover for? Leave me alone, AI. I'll do it myself. Let me do it right here. Let's go here. Okay. But what did you do? What's she famous for? Who's the first? Yeah, this her. Okay, what's she famous for? I want to know. I want to know what she did. What she infiltrate? See, Sylvia Mathis, the FBI's first black special agent, infiltrated the NYC mob. Okay, all right. So you put that together, man. Look, shalom. See that? What's this? When the FBI director presented Sylvia Elizabeth Mathis with her snub-nosed Smith & Wesson, blah, 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 made history as the first ever black female agent, while prominent African-Americans, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I just want to see. She graduated. I just want to see. 6 weeks struggling with difficulty, blah, blah, blah. Game changer. The agency. Okay. She was assigned to the New York field office and worked on the organized crime squad investigating illegal gambling, extortion, sometimes working undercover. Got him. Gotcha. Okay, I just want to see. Just looking. All right. Oh, we got what we needed, right? Okay. So there you go, man. The first female FBI agent was a Jake woman. So that's the Holy Spirit, you know? You got to think like that, man. You got to really think like that. You see, boom. Come on, sis. Come on, get in here. We about to court you. We about to court you. Then they court martial you. Jeremiah 9:4. Take ye heed, every one of his neighbor. We're not paranoid. We're just prudent. Okay? We're not paranoid. We're just prudent. Oh, I was supposed to get 1 John too, but I got sidetracked with the verse of the day. Where was I at? Yep, I got sidetracked. Let me get this. 1 John. Okay, real quick. 1 John 4. Here a little, there a little, right? Well, let's get a little here from this. Beloved, believe not every spirit. We don't have to believe you, okay? We don't have to believe everyone. We can vet you. Even our elders still mention to this day, you take years to even get into camp, okay? There's men that are not crossing the line. It's not because we think they're agents, but this thing is very serious. And then the order just went out for the sisters. Stop saying stuff on the comment board. Just say shalom, say Thawada, edify, and that's it. And for me personally, I don't feel a woman should be chatty patty at all, and especially if you have a man. Okay, if you have a man, if you have a husband, and you know you're an Israelite and you're watching all the elders and beloved brothers, don't be sitting here talking to everybody, okay? Because that's called confusion. And it's really weird. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit. You know this word? Let me get the blue letter for you. You know that word try means scrutinize? So you're being tried right now, sisters. All right, brothers. We always get on ourselves. The Israelite man takes the grunt of all the judgment. He takes the grunt of all the everything. Okay, so if you sincere, you ain't gonna be tripping about this. You know, who would get annoyed or mad that we're telling you that agents potentially could be female as well as male? All right, now let me go on this word try me. Where is it? Yeah, hereby. Am I in the wrong place? Excuse me. No, I'm right here. Okay, where is it? Ye know the spirit, every spirit that can. Am I in the wrong one? Let me go here. Excuse me. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try. Look at this word try. Let's look at it together now. To test, examine, prove, scrutinize, to see whether a thing is genuine or not, as metal. To recognize as genuine after examination, to approve, deem worthy. So you got to be scrutinized. You have to be tried. You have to be examined. You have to be tested. We have to know if you're a brother or sister or not, because you might be an agent. Look at that. And then the very first FBI undercover agent, special. Remember, Esau works off Babel. Eve loves that Babel. No. You are the operations directional manager of this. Now, what? See, special agent was a Judite woman, okay? A Jake woman. So Esau, the serpent, sends in Jake women as undercover agents to spy out your liberty, to report in, okay? So you got to be mindful of that, man. So we're all being tried. We're all being tested. You ain't exempt because of your beauty. You're not exempt. You got to be tried, okay? Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit, test the spirit, scrutinize the spirit, whether they are of Yahweh. Boom. See? Because many false prophets are gone out into the world. So we got to check you on the doctrine, check you on your belief, check your spirit. That's what we do. We check the spirit. Okay? Spirits are being checked because all these other camps are revolving doors. You know how easy you could infiltrate these other camps? All you got to do is walk down the street, believe in the doctrine, say Kwam Yasharallah, and they throw you a fringe shirt and a staff, and now you're swinging incense while they telling you white Christian comes up and gets slayed. Man, I'm telling you, in these last days, you got to watch who you following, man. You should not want to be following an open door policy camp, okay? What did Apostle Paul say? Be ye followers of me as I am of Hamashiach, all right? So this thing is you're seeing the severity of it. Okay. Take ye heed, Jeremiah 9:4, every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother. Remember, what was that movie? Total Recall. His wife was an agent. Like I said, we're not paranoid, we're just prudent. Okay. People could potentially turn. All right. That's why everyone got to be on their P's and Q's. Shalom. Most High Christ bless. That's what that looks like to me. Okay. That's what this looks like to me. Then you find out the first undercover female FBI special agent was a Judite woman. Come on, man. Put it together. You'd be foolish not to say, damn, that is kind of clever. He is a man of war, you know? Where we at? Yep, look. For every brother or sister will utterly supplant, okay? And every neighbor will walk with slander. Let's keep going. Micah 7 and 5, and let me also get Psalms 12 real quick. Okay, I think this is good news for us. This keeps us sober. The Holy Spirit is keeping us sober, man. All right, because you desiring it just for a beauty, you're drunk. All right, you got them spiritual beer goggles on. Micah 7 and 5. Trust ye not in a friend. The Bible tells us trust not in a friend. Okay, and may this lesson cast away any agents around us. Made lessons like these cast these agents away from us. Trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide, keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. This is how real it is. You can't even tell the woman that's laying in your bed everything, okay? So if you're getting offended that we're saying that agents can not only be male and female, you're not in the right spirit, All right, because you may not be an agent for Esau, but acting like that makes you an agent for Satan. What the fuck you got a problem with that for? You don't want this thing to be addressed, you know? Oh, Judas and the Black Messiah. Who was it? It was old boy, and then he got what ended up leading to Fred Hampton getting assassinated, which might I add, that happened in 1969, the same year Ebony came out with so-called Black Jesus. But what also happened in 1969? Abba Bivens, man. And what did the FBI say? If they ever get a Black Messiah, it's from us. Let's just put Black Messiah. Let's see what comes up. COINTELPRO. The term FBI Black Messiah most likely refers to the film Judas and the Black Messiah, which depicts the portrayal of Fred Hampton, a prominent figure in the Black Panther Party, but it was of men. That's why it came to naught. But not only came to naught, it came to naught in 1969 when prophecy got fulfilled of Malachi, the 4th chapter. Let's go. They can't stop the truth. You can't stop this, man. Mere mortal man can't stop this. By an FBI informant, the film highlights the FBI's use of informants in covert operations to disrupt Black Panther Party activity. So you don't think they want to disrupt this? That persecution coming. And they're going to use men and they're going to use women. And they're already using men and they're already using women. Okay, we cannot sit here and think that if us as Israelites have already been infiltrated by agents, we cannot sit here and rule out that the agents also aren't potentially women, man. Okay? You can't rule that out. I wouldn't want to be around somebody who said, no, man, no, then dismiss it. What do you mean, no? If I'm a watchman and I've been set up as a watchman, then as a watchman, this is what I got to tell you I've been watching. We got that. Go here. Psalms 12. Let's try the NLT. Psalms 12 and 1. Help, O Lord, for the godly are fast disappearing. The faithful have vanished from the earth. Neighbors lie to each other, speaking with flattering lips and deceitful hearts. So not every fire emoji on the comment board is from a sincere servant. Okay, what was the movie I saw years ago? Rampage. Check this out. No, not that one. Damn, what was it? Here it is. This movie. Okay, now watch this. Rampage, FBI listening. Do you know in this movie they showed the FBI listening to his videos? Man, shut up. Let me see. Let me put where is it? Man, if you know the movies, I'm in the movies. At least the Lord has blessed me with the memory to remember movie scenes. But in this movie, Rampage, the FBI was legitimately listening to his videos he was uploading online. Okay. And the FBI was listening. FBI, let me put scene. I'd love to give you the visuals. That's what be on my spirit. But if you brothers know, you know. But in this movie, Rampage, they actually showed the FBI listening. Okay. FBI, let's put like this. FBI listening meme. This will help. See right here. See? They're listening. All right. They're listening. But it don't matter. We got nothing to hide. The point is that this is the biggest threat to Esau Edom. So they're going to label us. They're going to do everything that they can. Going back, the FBI said if they ever get a Black Messiah, we're going to create it. Okay? So you got to really think about how much this truth has been infiltrated, man, to where even neighbors lie to each other, speaking with flattering lips and deceitful hearts. May the Lord cut off their flattering lips and silence their boastful tongues. Okay? So, and let me end it off on 2 Corinthians 13, all right, and 8. At the end of the day, it don't matter. They can't do nothing against this truth. 2 Corinthians 13 and 8, this is the NLT. For we cannot oppose the truth, but must also stand for the truth. I like that, but let me get the King James. 2 Corinthians 13 and 8, for we can do nothing against the truth before the truth. So no matter what, full steam ahead. No matter what, prophecy is going to get fulfilled. No matter what, okay? But you have to be mindful that with agents in the midst of us, you cannot be gender fluid. You can't just think it's one gender, okay? You can't just think it's just male. It's also female. The very first undercover FBI agent was a Black female. So let that sink in, all right? So be careful who's around and what they're reporting, okay? And after this happened, they got raided by the FBI. You put it together. So I just want to do this lesson okay, as a hopeful elect, a watchman, okay, watching what's going on, all right, warning the sheep, feeding the sheep. These are things that we need to hear to keep us sober, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. I pray that this lesson was edifying, enlightening, and comforting. And I just want to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.